in pain after she caught that fingertip in the eye or right.
In the high-stakes drama of the WNBA's 2024 season, where emotions run wild and rivalries burn bright, some players made the bold move to test rookie sensation Caitlin Clark. But instead of slowing her down, their aggressive tactics only added fuel to the fire. On June 1st, during a tense matchup between the Indiana Fever and the Chicago Sky, Kennedy Carter found herself at the center of controversy. With the ball not even in play, Carter delivered a sharp shoulder check to Clark before an inbound pass, a moment that quickly made headlines. The incident wasn't just physical, it sent a message. Clark, known for her NCAA record-breaking career and fearless confidence, became a magnet for physical play as some opponents tried to rattle her early in her pro journey. But their strategy backfired. Rather than break her, the pressure only showcased Clark's toughness and rising star power, proving that targeting the rookie phenom came with serious consequences. After further review, the league upgraded the initial call from a common foul to a flagrant one, citing unnecessary contact, an official move that turned heads across the sports world. Just when it seemed things couldn't get more intense, the situation took an even wilder turn. While Kennedy Carter wasn't fined or suspended by the WNBA, public backlash was swift. In the days following the incident, Carter and her Chicago Sky teammates reportedly faced hostility at their hotel, highlighting the dark side of passionate fandom and how quickly the atmosphere around sports can become toxic. What's more, the fallout didn't end there. Carter's attempt to rattle Caitlin Clark not only failed, it backfired spectacularly, casting her as the villain in a storyline that quickly spiraled out of her control. And just when you think that's where it ends, things get even stranger. On June 16th, the spotlight shifted to Angel Reese, a fellow rookie for the Chicago Sky, as her long-standing rivalry with Caitlin Clark reignited on the professional stage. Their history, rooted in a fiery 2023 NCAA championship clash, was already headline-worthy, but things escalated when Clark drove to the basket and Reese went up for a block, making jarring contact with Clark's head instead. After review, the referees ruled it a flagrant one, citing excessive force. Reese brushed it off as just a basketball play, but the aftermath came quickly. The WNBA fined her $1,000 for skipping post-game media duties, and the Chicago Sky added a $5,000 penalty for not ensuring compliance. But the incident unleashed something far bigger than a rules violation. It ignited a cultural firestorm. Online attacks against Reese grew toxic, filled with racial and misogynistic abuse, dragging the rivalry into a space far removed from the game itself. What began as a physical battle on the court evolved into a heated national conversation, one that touched on race, gender, and perceptions of privilege in professional sports. The Clark-Reese rivalry had officially transcended basketball, and the world was watching. You won't believe what happened next. In the third major incident of the season, things took a surprising turn during the opening game of the 2024 WNBA playoffs. Just 90 seconds into the first quarter of a high-stakes matchup between the Indiana Fever and the Connecticut Sun, Jonquil Dijonai Carrington accidentally poked Caitlin Clark in the eye as Clark attempted a pass to Aaliyah Boston. The play wasn't called a foul, but it quickly sparked debate among fans and commentators. Despite hitting the floor in visible pain and ending up with a black eye, Clark showed remarkable toughness, returning after a brief timeout and playing 36 full minutes. While she struggled with her shot, going just 4 of 17, she didn't let the incident derail her game. "It wasn't intentional by any means, just watch the play," Clark said afterward, dismissing the controversy. Carrington echoed that sentiment, stating, "I don't even know why I would intend to hit anybody in the eye." Still, the lack of a call added another chapter to the season's growing list of physical flashpoints involving Clark, and kept the conversation around contact, intent, and fairness burning hot. Before we continue, if you haven't already, like this video and hit that subscribe button to show your support. It truly means a lot to me. Now, things took a disturbing turn when fans, including controversial figures like Jason Whitlock, used social media to spread hateful, racist, and violent threats toward Carrington after the eye poke incident, fueled by fake information. Caitlin Clark didn't stay silent, calling out these toxic fans and demanding that the WNBA implement stronger safety measures to protect players, which only added fuel to the fire. But here's what they're not telling you. The aggressive play didn't stop there. On August 30th, in the same game, another Sky player, Michaela Michelle, took her turn with a dangerously hard closeout on Clark, adding to the already growing tension. And here's the kicker. Chicago committed a staggering 57% of the 7 flagrant fouls against Clark in the 2024 season, creating a worrying and dangerous pattern that can't be ignored. Including 4 of those fouls, analysts like Shannon Sharp pointed out that one player, Caitlin Clark, became the focus of 17% of all egregious fouls in the league. This fact alone hurt the reputation of the Chicago Sky, even though there were no reported penalties or suspensions for those involved. But hold on, if you think that's bad, just wait for the next part. Despite the Sky's relentless tactics, Clark wasn't just unshaken. She was elevated to the status of a symbol of unwavering perseverance. And that's just the beginning. The altercation even involved players from outside Chicago. Ari McDonald of the LA Sparks was noted for blocking Clark's three-point landing zone, adding her name to the growing list of players who put Clark to the test and faced backlash for it. Although the foul was deemed an unintentional mistake in the heat of the game, it only fueled the growing narrative that Clark was being subjected to excessive contact. No fines or suspensions came from the incident, but the story continues to unfold. Rather than isolated incidents, these moments were part of a larger story about a rookie navigating a league where survival is key to earning respect. In fact, Ari McDonald was so focused on keeping Caitlin Clark safe during the game that she forgot she had another free throw coming. You won't believe what happens next. Clark wasn't just playing basketball, she was facing intense challenges off the court as well. Players like Carrington, Carter, and McDonald weren't just opponents, they were part of a bigger narrative that tested Clark's resilience. Beyond the penalties and foul calls, McDonald's involvement took on greater significance as she became a cautionary tale in the ongoing saga. Carter's shoulder check wasn't just a foul, it ignited conversations across the league about sportsmanship, jealousy, and the pressure Clark was facing. But the drama didn't stop there. On May 25, 2024, veteran Aces forward Alicia Clark found herself in the spotlight after delivering a controversial foul on rookie Caitlin Clark late in a heated game between the Indiana Fever and the Las Vegas Aces. When Clark's aggressive defense resulted in a hard blow that sent her opponent flying, Fever fans were furious. The play was initially ruled a common foul, but many believed its severity warranted a flagrant one. However, Clark's resilience shone through in the 99-80 loss, as she rallied to finish with 16 points despite the controversy. Replays sparked discussions about whether the veteran was testing the rookie, showing that Clark's arm made significant contact with her opponent's upper body. But the drama didn't end there. In late August, during an intense matchup between the Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever, Shields, known for her toughness, struck Clark with a hard foul. After reviewing the play, the officials upgraded the foul to a flagrant one, acknowledging the rough nature of the contact. The fallout from the Shields incident sent shockwaves through the game. While she was struck off the court, the WNBA's decision to upgrade the foul to flagrant and the public's response threw Shields into an embarrassing spotlight, just another bruise to add to her growing collection. But the controversy didn't stop there. When Easy Magagor, the Seattle Storm's towering center, delivered a bone-rattling hit to Clark's head during a fast-paced play, the crowd held its breath as Clark hit the floor, clutching her face in pain. The refs ruled it a common foul, but that didn't stop social media from exploding. Fans and critics dissected slow-motion footage, questioning whether Magagor's actions were a routine defensive move or a deliberate attempt to intimidate the rookie. In a quiet but powerful statement that she wasn't backing down, Clark shook off the hit and nailed a deep three on the very next possession. However, public opinion wasn't as forgiving as Clark's resilience. Then, in a June brawl, Marina Mayberry of the Chicago Sky, who has made a habit of getting under Clark's skin, added her name to the list of players challenging Clark in increasingly controversial ways. With a defensive style that leans more on brute force than skill, Marina Mayberry escalates the confrontation by aggressively pursuing Clark, crossing the line of acceptable physical contact. One particularly forceful bump sends Clark spinning, lighting up the highlight reels, but the refs only call it a typical foul. It's just another day at the office for the Chicago Sky, and their reputation for physically challenging Clark takes another hit. But Mayberry didn't bargain for Clark's resilience. The rookie silences her critics with a clutch assist, followed by a dagger three, showing just how much she can handle. But the tension didn't end there. On May 30th, during a heated battle between the Seattle Storm and the Indiana Fever, Skylar Diggins-Smith, one of the league's most talented guards, added fuel to the fire. After a fierce exchange with Clark, Diggins-Smith shoved the rookie, sending her reeling, only for the refs to call it a common foul. But replays showed just how intense the moment was, and fans didn't hold back, accusing Diggins-Smith of bullying Clark on social media. Diggins-Smith kept her cool, though. She never responded to the backlash. Instead, she let her game do the talking, averaging 15.6 points per game and leading her team to the playoffs, proving her character and composure both on and off the court. Her post-game remarks were a testament to her unwavering commitment. Clark didn't just survive the physicality of the game, she thrived in it, proving her resilience with every hard hit. What's even stranger is that her on-court perseverance translated into massive off-court success. Clark reportedly secured million-dollar endorsement deals with Nike, Gatorade, and State Farm, boosting her marketability to new heights. With every highlight reel, it seemed her bank account grew, and the best part? She's just getting started. While her critics faced penalties, backlash, and fleeting fame, Clark became a cultural icon, with her jersey sales shattering records and her social media following skyrocketing. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more updates. Stay tuned for future content, and we'll see you next time.